I was listening to the TV news or to the radio news, and every time I hear the Kannada language telling lunch. So I was always thinking in India, everybody, the moment they see you, utaita, which is not accepted in other Western countries. They never ask you whether you had your food. But in India, everybody first asks, utaita. Even in telephone also, whether you had your food. Why the food is so much? So that means that much of poverty is still there. People are suffering. They see another person. Food was very important. Like Swami Vivekananda said, first the stomach, then the jnana, then the intelligence. That must have been locked up, which I found even in Japan, even in any other country, Western countries. Nobody asks who. If you ask, did you have your food, it's something like an insult. So I was thinking, even the radio news and television is talking about lunch. I asked my children, what is this lunch? They're telling it's not lunch. They're talking about luncha. I said, what is luncha? Bribe. Lunch, food. Food has got a connecting link to lunch. Utaita. Connecting link is luncha. Why they're talking about bribery? That much time, if they have talked about the people, that luncha of the people. Luncha is when you have not done your work, is luncha. Bribery. When the rainwater came, when the rains came, when you're not collected water, this district and this particular family have not collected water is luncha. They have taken bribe from somebody else to destroy our land. They must be hand in hand with the devil or with some foreign powers. That luncha they could have spoken. Luncha. Utaita food. Did you have your food? That can be avoided if they have not collected the solar. If houses do not have the solar panels, then they are in hand in glove with the devil to destroy us. They are destroying electricity board to buy electricity from somebody else. Their house, they have not been able to do it. That luncha is very, very important. When people tell me, these people all demanding bribe. I said, why bribe? The electricity board, the water department, the police department, education department, revenue department, all the departments are deep in love. Because the moment I knew them, I immediately told my kids, they are our relatives. Every time when we make anything special or we get anything extra from the public, we rush up and give to them. We share with them, and we never felt that they disturbed us, except the police department and sometimes the electricity board department, or even sometimes my Tahsildar. They also, sometimes they scold me. If I go and give them sweets, especially the Janaki police station, I send sweets, the police department will get very angry, telling, Swamiji, that is for the children, not for us. We are supposed to send sweets. And then they go around, and because I send sweets, they went and told all the business people, look, I have children, give me sweets. And they collected sweets and gave to our school. That if you make them a family, where is lunch and luncha? Where is bribery? Janaki, Ammal, Edavala, Kakkat. Born on 4th November 1897 in Talasheri in Kerala, died on 7th February 1984 in Chennai, was an Indian botanist who worked on plant breeding, cytogenetics and phytogeography. Her most notable work involved studies on sugarcane and the eggplant brinjal. She also worked on the cytogenetics of a range of plants and co-authored the Chromosome Atlas of Cultivated Plants 1945 with C.D. Darlington. She took an interest in ethnobotany and in plants of medicinal and economic value from the rainforests of Kerala, India. She was awarded Padma Shri by the Indian government in 1977. Janaki Ammal said, you can do the best. Wrong measurements are worse than no measurement at all. One test is worth 10,000 opinions. I got attracted to this one quote. You can do the best. A pint of shit in a cup of vanilla ice cream cannot do the best. She said, you can do the best provided you're so conscious and so absorbing. These two are the basic requirements for meditation, to become a master, to become the greatest, to avoid accidents, to avoid diseases, to stabilize our family tree. Wrong measurements are worse than no measurement at all. Wrong measurement. 2 plus 2 in mathematics is 4 and not 2 plus 2. You cannot write something 3 which is very close to 4 and you don't expect to get a mark. It is gone. It is better not to write that answer at all. In the civil service examination, if you write a wrong answer, you get minus marks. And God has decided to give minus marks in your examination, in your daily life, in your studies. Not a drop. You have to be very conscious. To become very conscious, the simplest method is sweat. In Kannada, we said, Bevaru. And if Bevaru don't come, I keep telling, Bevaru, every day the sweat, you should sweat. And that is the biggest powerful medicine. And the biggest philosophy. Those who have not physically sweat, not going to the steam, to sweat it out, your own work, in your own field, in your own house, and when you sweat, you see the truth. Money just follows you. You do not have to become a follower of any Swamiji. The moment you don't sweat in Kannada, they say, Bevaru. Bandilandra Janakal Nanage Bevarasi ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Bevarasi means you bloody stupid. Yes, Bevarasi is more dirty word in Kannada, I heard, but I exactly cannot translate it. So I used to work Bevaru and Bevarasi goes, yes, it rhymes very close by, like Chappale and Chappali. If you do the best, people give Chappale clap. If you don't do the best, Chappali means Chappali, Chappali means slipper, you get slip. Means it's gone. Wrong measurements are worse than no measurement at all. So you have to be very conscious. If you take a chair, keep it back. Morning when you get up, did you open the eastern side of a window to allow the sunlight inside? Wrong measurement if you're not open. And did you look at sun? Did you warming up and stretching? My children came morning and they all touched my feet. I said, did you do your warming up, stretching and Suryams? They said, then you cannot touch this foundation. This touching my feet is to remind you that don't leave your foundation. Always hold on to the foundation to have several branches. Like the kite. In India, it's very popular to play the kite, fly the kite. And the string is in your hand and you keep pulling the kite. Yes. And if suppose the string gets cut, or you yourself allows the string to get cut, the kite cannot stay on the top. It will fall in somebody else's building and it's gone. As long as the foundation is pulling you and you can fly on the top, and you respect the foundation by touching the feet of your Gurujis or your elders or your own earth, you are conscious of your foundation. Wrong measurements are worse than no measurement at all. One test is worth 10,000 opinions. One test properly done, it can avoid the pint of shit in a cup of vanilla ice cream. In Rakum school, the Swami Rakumjee will sit and say, take sui, means not a drop. Not a drop to be spilled outside the plate. If at all something spills outside the plate, please put it back into the plate, because if you do not put it back into your plate, first of all, do not spill. This practice must start out. That is the samskriti. Tomorrow money will spill outside your mouth, money will spill outside your pocket. And that is the poverty of the land. Cleaning members are here not to take your waste. They come here to polish the floor. So if you put anything down, please take it back and put it into your plate. Cleaning members. If you allow cleaning members to clean your waste, they'll understand your weakness and they will destroy you. That has got a close connecting link to one test. is worth 10,000 opinions, said Janaki Ammal. Eda balat kakit.